What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to Let's Play 7 Nights Flashpoint. It's time for part 4 of the Daedalus Bloc storyline. We're here meeting with Diato Weathers here, who has been eagerly awaiting our arrival. For those who didn't watch the previous episodes, Diato was dead. I think she's like 80-something years old. She is a Quant, which is functionally a Sirenite, but without the combat tools. And she has worked for one of the families that owned a large portion of the Daedalus Bloc voting shares. That family was almost entirely wiped out. Theoretically, everyone was dead, but it turns out that not only she, but also the woman she worked for aren't fully dead. So we met with her just now, and we can see by the red outlines, there are enemies afoot. So things to think about there. So it really was your V-chip. Alright, well, we gotta keep her alive and kill everyone else. It's functionally a siege mission. We've paid for the leverage to get a 5th person in, so we've got 5 of us. We bought a bunch of leverage overall, so we can actively get a bunch of action points and move points. We've also debuffed everyone's armor by 50%. Also, this is my first time playing since a difficulty adjustment they added today. Which is that the game will now spawn more than just basic enemy types. So normally when you have a mission like this, it's like 90% baseline, like crappy grunts, and like, 2 of them will be grunt captains, but we've actually got a much more interesting thing where it's roughly half grunt captains, but also we've got some chop shops. We've got, the occasional street warrior, right? Like, there's some of these guys still here. But they've actually now put in some more upgraded unit types. For what it's worth, street factions like these don't really have units much stronger than this. This is kind of the max level of what they've got. But, there are stronger factions out there. So, yeah, fairly recent difficulty adjustment. So that everyone has a much stronger upgrade now, which is pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and burn the... there we go. Just pop the action point, move point buff right now. Hit a delay, hit a yield, and then we can throw it on coordinated charge, and now we can really just kind of go ham. Alright, so the entire squad is buffed, and yeah, we're ready to rock. Let's figure out who we want to kill. I figure we'll start here, kind of section things off. Actually, I want to see if I can get both groups in a line of sight at the same time. Not easily without using more AP, it looks like. Yeah, I can't get both of these in line of sight, so I'm just going to stand here. We should pretty cleanly get these guys. That bit of the wall makes me nervous. I'm going to try to get somewhere like this. That should make it... Yeah, it's going to be fine. Basically, it appears there's a very small bug where the preview lines seem to look at like the top of your head, but when you're actually aiming at people, it picks something sort of more towards the middle of your model. And so you can have, with vertical adjustments like this or stairs, you can get situations where... and I'm going to go ahead and put down marker sites to make this even easier as well. Anyway, you can get to points where, my brain will work in a second, I promise. Soon, really, actually soon. Yeah, it'll show you that you can hit in the preview, but you can't actually when you're fighting them. But anyway, yeah, my guy's got really strong weaponry. He's got, I think, this is literally the strongest gun in the game, as far as I'm concerned. The Eagle Sight is the best. You could argue it's the K-Thrasher instead, which just requires more bonus accuracy to hit, which keeps him, capping on accuracy, so that's not unreasonable. But anyway, let her rip. Okay, 1 crit for some recoup. I'm going to leave those guys up and have someone else kill them because it's going to be so easy. I'm going to have this guy try to do more cleanup instead and go around to these, like, slightly tankier groups. It is still a savagery soldier after all, so the damage is kind of absurd. Yep. Let's go knock you guys down. Yep, 1,000 damage crits. Sounds like a soldier. Sounds like savagery. Him running all the way over there for this shot, I think is... It's probably not correct, honestly. I know I kind of wasted action points doing this, but I'm just going to go back and finish this up. Actually, still really good. Yeah, I'm still only at 19 recoil. We're chilling. He can't make it to those guys. We can take the reload. He's got plenty of ammo left, but let's just take the reload. And then I'm going to try to put you somewhere... Yeah, I guess I'll just like leave you in this area, so if they come out through there, I can probably find line of sight. Hopefully, anyway. Not an actual guarantee. This thing kind of blocks it. So they spawn right here. I've got to get... Yeah, I'm going to actually leave this zone. Okay, that's probably fine. Alright. Yeah, so let's see. I want to shoot these guys. We can shoot them from around here, it looks like. Alright, we're going to shoot from vaguely around here and put on JTAC. I'm going to have you start with these two. That seems reasonable to me. Let's see, do you have good Iron Grip or is it still low level for you? Okay, it's kind of the bad version of Iron Grip. I'm going to leave it as it is then. Wait, no, the game told me I could shoot them. Darn, okay. Well, I'm still getting lied to, unfortunately. Right, it's because this... Yeah, this tarp is tall enough is what looks like the reason. Or I can't shoot over this wall, maybe? Oh, that's actually going through it. Yeah, okay. Ew. From here should work, then. Let's see if that's true or not. Yep, okay, cool. Well, good enough for me. I'm going to hit Iron Grip anyway, because I've run so much. I actually do have recoil. It's not a huge damage bump, but I think this will be functional. Nice crit. Good job. That's Savagery on, so I'll switch to the hardier group here. 66 crit chance means I'm likely to kill. Yeah, went pretty well. And then... Yeah, my recoil's now pretty shot, so I'm just kind of, you know, hope one of the bullet lands. Great, it does. I will take this shot. It is very unlikely to land, but you never know. Yeah, sure. I'll just vacate so that someone else take that shot. Should be fine. For funsies, why don't you take this kill? You'll be in range, looks like. Great. Enjoy your taste of blood. Have fun out there. Oh yeah, this guy's gone. Nice job. And I'm gonna, again, move her out of that square so that someone else can take that shot if they need to. Well, there's only one guard left, and clearly we are still significantly overpowered. Yeah, okay, well, anyway. And worth noting, by the way, that 150% monster health is the highest it goes. And, you know, these guys are PL10. Like, I literally can't make the guards any harder. Yes, I technically could choose to, like, not use leverage to lower their armor by 50%. I could not use leverage to give myself a bunch of action points in the first turn. But, you know, I'm just using the game systems. Alright? Wait, did he switch out of full auto? Oh, he didn't land any shots. Okay. Well. Good luck, buddy. Good job, you did it. Well, that's savagery, which doesn't mean a whole lot, but we have it. I'm going to leave him in this corner. He's going to go for some shots at some other point in time. We'll spread out the rest of the team, though, and be ready to shoot as more reinforcements come in. So let's stand somewhere around maybe here. Seems good enough. Throw it on JTAC. Somewhere like this. These are 2 spawn points, so we'll, you know, kind of stand around them. And then, yep. This is a spawn point, so we can maybe put the Cyber Knight. These are spawn points. I'll put the CK, like, here. I certainly didn't need all the leverage. We have so many action points that, like, clearly we're pretty heavily overcapping, but it's fine. We'll figure it out. First turn went pretty well, I'll have to say. Turn 2. Cool. We'll just chill then. You can go reload your AR. You already had done that. And you can reload your AR. Great. And then you are already chilling. Alright, reinforces on turn 3. Looking like it. Okay, there's the spawn point. Is it 1 group or 2? Only 2 bad guys, not that scary. Okay. Well, they're going at 8 and stuff, so they're pretty far away from being useful. I'm pretty sure this guy can take them both down. Does have upgraded armor. That's something, but I'm still not too worried about it. Alright, I'm going to strike zone you just to make it easier. I don't have good Iron Grip, but I have good damage here. Alright, that went well. Well, that's Savagery on, so this will work. This will work really well. Yeah, you're dying. Cool. Alright, enough AP to reload with. If they spawn around me next turn, I still have Savagery. And everyone else can chill. Everyone else can chill. We're just overpowered. The missions are easy. What can I say? These guns outscale street factions. Okay, spawn point right there. Sure. Hopefully someone can help with this one. So, Tactical Surge seems pretty reasonable here. I would like, just to, you know, play sort of efficiently, to, you know, use buffs here. So we can basically throw down J-Tac to catch, actually, everyone who can shoot. That's actually really good. Wonderful. I think we missed him, but that's fine. Then you're in a pretty good spot. I think if you don't get the kill, that's fine. Let's her save Savagery for another turn. Although, honestly, nah, whatever. Down go the Whistlers. Damage on the Chop Shop. I'm going to have her stop for now, so she can reload. Okay, that should work as line of sight. Yep, no problem at all. Great. Alright, well, they're all gone again. We did it. I'm going to center you more like this. If the spawn point is down here, I'll put him on the correct side for it. Seems reasonable. Could have done that sooner, but whatever. Okay, you're obviously done. You reload. You're done as well. You're obviously going to keep doing nothing. And Code Block is now going to have Savagery down, so if there's more spawns, it'll be a little bit annoying. Alright, on to turn 5. Cool. Alright, turn 6, last group. Yep, well, probably last group, I would assume. Alrighty, okay, 2 sets, sure. Take the last ones out. Will do. Alright. How are your SMG skills? You're not in range. Okay, your SMG skills are inadequate. Let's try to have you run over to the team. At least partially. If I get you here, you would still not be in coordinated charge range. That's too bad. Okay, we'll just precast it then. Have him help with the fight. Try to get line of sight. He cannot. Best I can do is put down Overwatch and marker sights, so I'll do that. There's probably fine. I should be pretty clearly in marker sights range. Yep. Alright, there's some accuracy gains. Here's Iron Grip just to have it. A little bit better, actually, a little bit better damage. I'm still in J-Tax. This should be reasonable. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yep. Yep, we're good. Cool. I actually should have used Rewind on somebody to give move speed. That would have actually been correct. So a small mistake there, but not a very big deal, of course. Just in case we need Overwatch, we'll throw the cone in. There you go. Have you run all the way over. You're going to have a... There's really no chance you're going to get any Overwatch value. That's okay, though. You can throw down J-Tac and Strike Zone and help the squad. Strike Zone here. J-Tac there. And then... Likely won't matter, but... You know, we'll put it in. Alright, what you got? Good crit. That's 3 more action points, so that's going to work in the end. Yep, alright, they're gone. Great. We have outscaled the street factions. Alright, well, siege complete. You do what you need to do to keep me alive. You have my respect. You're still a quant. Yeah. Hiding from the Global Contract Council? Something like Corporation Council? Something like that? Oh, yeah. Corporate Council. Yep. But not becoming a Cyber Knight. Okay. Cute. Giving your employer as well. Neat. Okay, cool. That's pretty neat. You want us to work for you, eh? Okay, cool. We can discuss working for Lillith directly. Sounds good. How can we be sure you personally speak for her? Hello, Lillith. Oh, good to know. Close by, good to know. Okay, Diato will be the negotiator. I'll contact you directly. Okay. Okay, I'm the safe go-between for the shareholders. Sure, okay. Lillith will alert us to what next steps need to be taken to advance the negotiation to bring her out of the shadows. Until then, stay occupied. Okay, so much like the other stuff, it's, again, you know, wait a few days in between each of the story missions. Obviously, with those being so overpowered, siege missions are pretty quick. That's fine. I will safety save because, of course, I am going to. In the process of building up the rest of my base, we need to get the cooling in to upgrade the detox in order to get the third bench and the, like, 1/3 more stress removal. That'll be a pretty big deal. I'm also trying to get counter intel up to next level, which allows us... level 4 lets you trade tokens for favors, so I can throw favors onto corpo contacts. That allows me to try to limit break them and use favors to make sure the limit breaks are good. It's actually pretty valuable. There's a little bit of value in bumping field ops just to get tokens more frequently. I believe it's possible to inject 5 cred chips or files instead of 4. I think that would happen at level 4 of the building, so that's like a little bit of extra money. It's not going to pay itself off by any means, but file sets create influence, so there's like an upside there. That's like not too bad. Also of note is that the next mission on the docket is... sorry, they added a new map today. And so it might not be this one because I don't want to do save scumming on the recording. That seems kind of silly and not very useful. So I'm probably just going to run one of these 2 missions. Actually, oh, right. Let's talk with her and try to get this going as soon as possible. I'm glad you're willing to consider me as your new employer. Wants her own investigation into the manipulation of the Daedalus block. Interesting. Consolidating shares that weren't previously voting. Okay, a virus spike into the CPU of Terapian and Sons. Okay. Pandora's Suitcase is ready. Alright, fair enough, I guess. Oh, wow. Wow, we get a blue host? Really? That's wild. Considering our, difficulty levels are, moderately high here. That's... Okay, interesting. I guess I'm willing to let this detox happen. Obviously, yeah, Lillith is more powerful. She has no other, beneficial traits or anything. But I figure we'll let the Stav Raid get offered. It'll probably be a little bit useless. That's fine. I mean, if we get really lucky, we get the new map. But, we'll see what happens. So, a raid against Free Streets. Raids to just, take optional loot. Okay, to not get anything special, we got a map we already know. That's fine, though. Yeah, we'll wait for the detox to come through. And then when his detox is done, we'll send him on the hacking mission. That seems reasonable. Yeah, we have our trainer benches, we have our counter intel pod tokens. I guess I'll just pop this because why not? Might as well lower the heat and have lower stress. Cool, hacking drugs level 2. That's nice. We can take a look at that real quick just because we can be interested in that. In the market, we look at items and we say, hey, just show me things that Chad is selling. And so I believe the new addition here is the B2 juice. He sells blue juice automatically. These, I think this one comes in as well. And so the new one is B2 juice. So, right, we have blue juice, which is 20 AP 3 times, 60 AP per hack. Not bad. Although when you're a late game hacker, you need IO, not AP, but relatively early on is actually really useful when you can't afford everything else. For turco juice, we get to basically have 3 turns of no downside. That's pretty valuable. And then if we upgrade to B2 juice, we get functionally 4 turns of no ice reactions, which is pretty valuable. So you can more easily wade into like an SCU or something and just be like, well, this hurts, but, you know, disable this thing, nothing springs on me, disable something else, nothing springs on me, you know, chilling. And so it means also that when a trap springs, nothing happens. You're just like, well, the trap sprung, that's hilarious, disable, disable, disable. So, you know, it's obviously pretty useful. These are kind of the ways you want to get around the scary Matrix hosts. Well, these two specifically. And if you're playing without, like, significantly suppressed money, right, this is like, okay, yeah, it's going to cost me, like, 20k per hack. Okay, I mean, that's, like, you know, something. But you look at this, and it's like, oh, yeah, my like hacking is, like, 500k per hack. So, do I care? No. Like, it's fine. We're chilling. Which, yeah, pretty true. All right, he's done detoxing. That's good. That means he can go and run on this. So, let me, actually, before I forget, let me go to my hacking station. This is the one I care about. We'll take the 100 IO. I think the rest of these are not very useful. Damage is not bad, but we got a blue host, so I don't care. This doesn't do anything all that useful, unfortunately. Rather have the IO than the AP. Deck armor is not a big enough deal, so yeah, we'll take the 100 IO. That sounds good. And so this is basically part 4 and 5, since the Siege moved into another CPU spike. We had one earlier, but we have another CPU spike on this one. We have our 100 IO. Here's our guy. Here, you can have your stealth loadout. Your cyber deck looks fine. Yep, everything looks good there. As far as points to spend, yeah, I'm saving up for spoof. So at level 19, I can grab spoof and make that better. 300 XP to go means 3 to 4 missions. Not too far away, but that'll be exciting when I finally get that. So this should be good to go. Blue host should be very chill. Okay. How big is the host? Okay, pretty chill, actually. This is going to be not really a problem. 40 on the escalation. Okay, so we have... Oh, interesting. So it still says green. So there's a bug. It's been in for a while where in pre-mission planning, green and blue are reversed. We also have a yellow tier AI. So the escalation rate and the escalation power level, like the actual strength of the escalation, is the Sidewinder, but I assume the ice quality is going to be green tier. Might as well still load spoof. Load all the normal stuff. No, yeah, we actually still have 3 things. Okay, so I'm not even sure what green even means, because having 3 ice per node is pretty typical for, like, relatively high PL Matrix host. So I'm honestly not even sure what this is changing, because these numbers don't scale. It's always 5 tally, it's always 4 AP. Like, the health bars are also really big. Like, this is commensurate with, like, normal sort of ice health for this late into the game. So, I don't know. Whatever. Well, we just keep going through all of them. And the nice thing is my AP costs aren't quite so high because of the high-level programs, which helps. I will be willing to tank. I can skip program loading, maybe. Yep, I can. That's good. That's something at least. Do I care about program loading again? Maybe not. I'm going to scapegoat. I'm going to come down here. This must be the CPU. I no-lop it. It's all gone. We spike. Mission complete. But while we're here, we can go get some free loot, because why not? I am tempted to zero interrupt or do something else, because there's going to be traps here, and so I kind of want to just get my freebie and just no-lop this. Yeah, we just got a bunch of tally, right? We just generated... I mean, there were 2 traps there, right? But we got rid of all of them. Yep, we only adult damage to 3 things, so, you know, this will... The chat log will hack for us. We get some source code for... I think it's actually for the newest program they just added. I don't even know what that does. But they added a new program. I forget what it's called, but fairly recently anyway. Alright. I mean, I don't really care about tally here. I'm going to go for... Okay, I'm going to go ahead and load programs now, since we are 5 AP left, and... I mean, IO's not going to be a big problem no matter what, but I figure we can just load decoy now and then kill this next turn. So, end my first turn here. We're chilling. Escalation was deload a program, which is not a big deal, of course. Okay, well, there is going to be a trap here. Let's hope it's not terrible for me. Annoying. There's going to be another one then. Sure. Download and load a program. Actually, we'll need to load a program, so we got to get rid of both. That's fine. I need to load scan here. It's probably going to be a trap there as well. I'm gonna zero interrupt it, and then just because I can, I'm gonna null up it as well. It cost me nothing, but now it can't like turn programs back on and annoy me or whatever. So great, we got our 3 sets of downloads. Oh, it's also 1 tally per action here. So I had the assumption earlier, or the hypothesis earlier, that tally per node here was based on whether it was the vault versus the store. Like, you know, a fortress or a vault or whatever has these orbs around them, and it makes them slightly more difficult. But I think in this case as well, right? This had 3 nodes on it, right? It was a passive and 2 traps. This is also a passive and 2 traps. So I can't tell a difference between these two things based on the fact that they both had 3 ice on them. This had 3 ice on it as well. So I'm unsure. But regardless, our mission is complete. We got what we came for. There's currently nothing on network endpoints. They've said they might want to add something to this at some point as like an RNG mechanic, like it might spawn another mini hack or something. Who knows? That's pretty far away. I don't think it's super important. I do know they had like some Kickstarter stretch goals around advanced hacking, and I believe they hit those, so they might add those post-release or something. Either way, our hacking is done. We're obviously powerful enough to clear, you know, 8 node hosts no problem. So this is, I guess, technically part 5 complete. Impressive. And now I'll play it nice and quiet. Keep working for me and we'll go places. Sure thing. All right, well, 80 XP. Yep, we got source code F1, 2, and 3. I actually kind of like that they are... it seems to pretty commonly... I've seen it twice now in a row. It's putting all 3 pieces of the same program in, which I quite like because it means I can actually craft the program. So let's go do that. File sets here, and this is, yeah, for the new thing. It's for Dragline. So I have no idea what this is. This is going to be new to me. So I'm curious what this even does. We're going to learn together. We're going to learn together what Dragline does. So... Oh, I didn't mint the file. Wait, sorry. I didn't use the file yet. I'm griefing. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, source code for Dragline. Okay. Use the file into a program. It will destroy the file. Transform. Rarity does not matter, by the way. It's the same program no matter what. There's no randomness there. It's just exactly what it, you know, it's always what it is. Cool. So, what does Dragline do? This utility program in active memory is +3 turns when jamming devices. That's actually really good. So normally things turn off for about 4 or 5 turns. It's like the current turn you're on +4, I believe is the math. So going for current turn +7, that's really good. I would absolutely use that. Man, I actually wish I had more program space because I like having level 1 of all these programs here because there is like direct value in having these, but considering you have to have attack. I'm clearly going to keep decoy. I'm clearly going to keep nuke. I need to be willing to drop one of these. It's probably going to be Sleaze 1. Sleaze 1 is the least upgraded. So I'm going to go for Dragline here. That's cool. Okay, neat. Yeah, this has real value. Yeah, if I'm ever going for a meat space hack and I want to knock down a security control unit, I will absolutely put Dragline in. It's going to cost me 120 IO. I have more than enough active memory to like hold that. That's not a problem, literally at all. Just means I have to hold 120 IO for the turn when I go for that. That's easy. That's reasonable. I can totally do that. I also have money. Like, I should be willing to buy high-level attack. Attack 4 is not terribly expensive and honestly worth it. If we compare to Attack 1, yes, it's a ton more IO to load, but instead of getting, like, about 45 damage twice, I get about 100 damage 3 times. So it's like what? It's like more than double than times 1.5. So it's 3 to 4x the stuff for about 4x the IO. And, you know, way better in action points and click. Yeah, I mean, this is like very clearly very good. Do I want to spend the money right now? Do I want to do this instead of... Because the thing is, like, I can also just use nuke at some point. Or I can load decoy 3, which, now that I can afford, is looking even nicer. In terms of having more shield and more armor. This is actually probably just better. I'm going to use decoy 3 instead of decoy 1. I'm just going to make that choice. And then I'm not going to... Here's what I'm thinking, right? Nuke 2 is really valuable. I have functioned this program already in my deck. And with Overclock on, it's pretty good damage. But the thing is, I don't even need attack that badly because I've got 3 charges of null op. I don't really need this. There is one choice I can make, which is load up something like Trace Vector. Although I'll say the +4 to Q tally is extremely painful, and you shouldn't be willing to take this. This, I think, is reasonable. 20% damage for, you know, pay 100 IO once, and then you just have more damage is, I think, pretty reasonable. If you're getting to breakpoints where null op isn't cleanly taking stuff out, going for Trace Vector here and being like, and then hoping you don't need nuke, I think is functional. Or, you know, not loading as many level 1 programs and just dealing with it if you get unlucky. There's a real choice there to make. There's definitely a world where I decide that Trace Vector is worth it on the opening turn, and I run both of these so I get 30% increased damage. It's going to guarantee that null op will one-shot even the peskier ice, which makes this really valuable, of course. And then, like, I don't really want to go here. Like, yes, the damage is better. I don't want 4 tally per action. That's actually kind of ludicrous. Like, just, yeah, that's just way too big of a downside as far as I'm concerned. Also, the price tag is massive. But these are pretty reasonable. I would grab this, and this would basically guarantee that I one-shot. The funny thing is, like, I should consider doing this now, right? Like, I should really consider just, you know, unloading, well, I've already got Sleaze gone, but, like, getting rid of Deception 1 or getting rid of, specifically Disarm 1 to make room for Trace Vector 2. That's, like, actually probably correct. Yeah, it's actually correct. I should do it. Okay, so even though I don't really need to do this right now, I'm just going to do it anyway. I'm probably going to unload... No, I'm going to unload Disarm. I'm going to unload Decoy 1. I'm going to load Decoy 3. And I'm going to throw in Trace Vector. So what this allows me to do, basically, I will not have the damage to cleanly one-shot with Nuke 2. Trace Vector 2 plus Overclock, even with Trace Vector 1 as well, is not quite enough to completely guarantee nuke one-shots things. But Trace Vector 2 should be enough to guarantee that null op one-shots things. And that's worth it to not have the heartache of, like, just kidding, you rolled low and the ice had high HP. Deception 1 is the one that I most want to have an understudy for. So I can have Deception 2 with, like, 1 charge and load this, then deal with, you know, lots of active ice on a single node. And then Decoy 3 is just, it's basically just better Decoy 1. As long as I don't get it unloaded too often. If I do, I'll go back, because it's 120 in and out. But there's so much more armor and shield that this will probably be worth it for me long term. Okay, so there's the hacking stuff done. 30 minutes in, we can probably get a little bit more in this episode. So we've got a destroy hardened target here that I could choose to hack in or not. We've been on this map before. We've got the docks here for stealing some files, and of course we were offered this raid recently. In terms of what to fit into the episode, because I don't want to end it quite this early. This is due right now, though. Okay, so I kind of have to run this right now. All right. I think the play is just, let's just run the hardened target mission. It's fine. Well, hopefully it goes well. I did, by the way, already pick up some leverage here. Actually, 1 second on the timeline. Yeah, let's do an 18 hours. Okay, these are all going to be, like, due back to back to back. Is what it is. Okay, let's go kill a hardened target. Mission should be slightly harder because it's going to spawn more bad guys. That'll be interesting. This layout looks pretty appropriate. Let's go ahead and spend talent points. What I'm looking for is, okay, this is already done. I think I'm just going to play to max out Atomic Stutter at this point. I think it's worth going pre-computed. Stutter is useful. I could go for Sync. It's not horrible. There's also a world where I go for interference spike plus minus evasion, and I use this as an AoE evasion reduction. I don't love it. It's okay, but I don't love it. There's another world where I multi-class into something and like try to get soldier talents going, have my cybernetic go into savagery recoup. I mean, realistically, I think capping a stutter though is worthwhile, especially with the minus armor reduction. This is actually really helpful. Not that I don't have enough damage already, but you know, theoretically, I would like it. Finally, have the ability to go plus range on marker sites. I'm just doing this so I can get another 10 evasion and crit here, and with the cast range going to 35, I can get a lot of coverage. So, gonna go for that. This guy needs to level up before he can do anything. And yeah, this is the core squad. Nothing else I think I need to bring up here. Right, otherwise we are chilling. People are in the trainer. We have an open detox bench. I should send somebody. Who is stressed and not going on the mission? You're busy on the trainer. You can go? Sure, you can go. Yeah, we'll just detox you. It's fine. Okay, let's go run a submission, yeah? Yeah, let's run a submission. We can do either one, but I'm going to go for this one. Well, actually, they're all the same. They're all the same in the sense that they have the same kind of... Yeah, let's go here instead. I'm going to go here. We'll do the hardened target later. It's going to be a more involved mission because that map is larger. So I'm going to run this one instead. No leverage, but I couldn't afford it anyway. We'll go buy the Matrix Snoop. And yeah, here's us. All right, let's go. So it's loot the loot boxes. And there should be at least one, maybe two Matrix hosts. One way over there. Okay, so they're both way on the far side. So what's our pathing going to be? Probably up and to the right. Ooh, getting in out of there is going to be really annoying. I don't want to come up like this and then all the way down. That seems really wasteful. My exit's probably going to be around here somewhere. I'm expecting literally this to be the exit. We'll see if that's right. It might not be. But yeah, I think I'm going to swing to the right here, come up, have one person dip in and out, just trigger these and not care. Wow, up these stairs is really slow to get up there. Actually, wow, I kind of want to... Yeah, okay, so it's go this way clearly. Dip in and out of that room. Come up here, go left. Yeah, I think it's going to be go left. Come up these stairs. This box while he's hacking. It's going to be pretty windy. We're going to go like this. That's going to be the pathing. Okay. So we can probably bypass his camera. We can probably try to kill these guards. So basic T-Rex, basic T-Rex. Yeah, these are all like this is basic low tier guards here. And we're going for kills to get influence, so I'm going to play pretty aggressively here, I think. So let's throw down coordinated charge. I should have thrown down JTAC. I kind of forgot to. That was a mistake. Oh well. My cone is likely not wide enough to catch both these guys, although I'd like to be proven wrong. I mean, I can try. It's just not likely to work, but we'll have plenty of damage. I'm not worried about this. So we see plenty of bad guys. Oh, the cone actually catches. That's huge. Okay, well, let's get the Iron Grip recoil going and get what we can here. Alright, well, big crits. Get some action points. No targets right now. We got to get pretty far up to get more. That's fine. Let's go to here. I think that kill is acceptable. See you, nerd. Yep. And then I'm going to have him go towards the middle so that he can keep doing as much killing as possible. Because he'll have savagery on for the next turn as well. So let's just kind of put him somewhere very aggressive. That should be fine. This guy wants to run in a straight line up that way. I don't know if I'm allowed to split up this much, but I want to consider it. Because if he can, I can save a lot of time. I'm gonna try that actually. I'm gonna pretend that I'm allowed to do this. And if I'm wrong, oh well. We'll take some risks. It is what it is. Cool. Okay. That gives him a shot, theoretically. I think there's a chance it won't actually be a shot. Oh, it does. Cool, that's nice. Yeah, I mean, just go for it, right? Someone else can help you down the line. Okay, decent damage. Not a kill, it's okay. I should just really consider triggering the camera and just dealing with it. I'm going to also throw down J-Tac around here. I expect there to be some combat in that area. CK can finish that kill, no problem. I'm not worried about that one at all. This guy's just unhittable, though, because he's right behind cover. So I think I'm just running in a straight line here and just dealing with him next turn. He's going to report all the gunfire, and it just is what it is. I don't care if the camera sees me. We're already escalating. Actually, the scary thing is initiative differences. I didn't think about that one. Okay, well, you're in range, which means I can overwatch you, which I need to do because your initiative roll is really, really high. Yeah, and the odds of me outrolling you are very low. So... Okay, you're telling me I have an Overwatch cone, but I'm not seeing it. I'm pretty afraid of this. This may not work the way I want it to. We'll see what happens. Okay, I might have to do something a little bit funkier here. Yeah, I'm going to need to bump your initiatives that you can go first, because I'm worried. Alright, so step one is go here and be cleanly in pre-computed range. Which we definitely are. So here, go ahead of that guy. And then step two, I'm going to run there. And if my accuracy is 100%, I'll take the shot. If it's not 100%, I'll go for the stun. Okay, 95% is good enough. Actually, the odds of killing aren't that high. So the like white strip here is the midpoint of expected damage. The way guns work in this game, actually all damage, virtually all damage in this game, is you do between 100 and 75% the listed damage, which means this gun doing 217 plus 10. Oh, I didn't switch to stealth guns. My pistol's still loud. Not that it matters. We're going loud with the assault rifles, but I didn't switch to stealth weaponry. That's funny. Okay, anyway, so the point I was trying to make is... If I go for a stun here, we can guarantee that he can't go first. But I don't actually care. We'll take the risk. Coin flip to crit. Now we got enough damage anyway. We get to trigger steamroll on most of the team, probably not you, but the rest of them. And we can run a little bit forward, which seems fine. Okay, there's a camera over there. Seems reasonable. No escalation, somehow. Yep, so lots of guards woken up. Obviously there's plenty of gunfire being thrown around, and so, what, 4 people being sent to intercept? Okay, fine. Yeah, I gotta kill you. So let's go... We'll go here. Getting that kill should be easy. Likely to crit. We did crit, so we got some action points back. And then that guy is not going to be able to reach me. Oh, actually, it's not even his turn. Okay, that can just fight. I'm just going to shoot him then. I'm going to stop a little bit short. This way I get a bit more information on what guards might be around. Okay, no other guards are around. Recoil is pretty bad. I probably should have iron gripped sooner. We'll do it now. This will recover some of this. Yeah, okay, it's pretty playable now. This guy probably dies. Yep. More guards get woken up, is what it is. Let's go grab some loot. That seems fine. I could trigger these. It wouldn't matter. They wouldn't take stress. It doesn't do more than 10% of the max health, so it's not a huge deal. You're fine where you are. Okay, so what's the plan for the team? I guess you can go to the right with my soldier. That seems fine. Triggering the pressure sensor is fine. I think, yeah, it's okay. We'll just go 2 and 2. I will probably have the CK knock down this laser gate and run over them back. Rest of the guards don't move till next turn. That's fine. She's got enough movement that this should be reasonable. Yeah, that looks pretty functional. Well, let's hope we get high quality reinforcements. That'd be kind of nice. Slightly harder combat, never a bad thing. And then you have Leverage's Matrix Nuke. And you can almost make it on this turn. I don't want to run that far up in case there are guards we don't know about. There are, in fact, guards we don't know about. You rolled a 14, which I'm not too worried about. I'm willing to park you here because I think the odds of you rolling below are not high. Actually, to be fair, Permanence rolled a 13. So if this guy rolls at the bottom end, he's getting screwed. This guy's got woken up, which is scary as well. And again, he can't send Permanence in, so that could get scary. The escalation was next turn is an escalation, not the end of the world. You know, those guys move. Would love to get my squad for JTAC. That's not going to happen, though. So you're going to have to wait. You need to get this kill or hide. There's a world where I try to walk in here and duck and hope it works, but that's way too silly. So I will waste one action point and let this guy run forward. Should be okay. Alright, off you go. The other way, which is nice. You're running towards us. Good for you. Okay, it's my turn only. Yeah, that's actually in range sometimes. Okay, that's wild. What an incredibly strong gun. I think we're not going to reach. Like, the cone's not going to be wide enough. There's, like, no way, right? Yeah, okay, it's not close. I'm not worried about you, but I think I want to, like, unless I one-shot this guy with a crit, which is relatively likely, actually, I'll need a stun. Alright, we'll be crit, so it's fine. I think you running into the camera is fine. I don't care. Oh, you can't... Oh, the box is in the way. Cool. Okay. Well, you're chilling. You should reload. You have one bullet left. This guy is not too scary. I'm going to hide on this side of the bridge, which means he has to come all the way around to see me, which, at worst, I get put in Overwatch. I'm not worried about that. So go ahead. Make my day. 4 out of 8 boxes. Still haven't seen what we want. haven't actually seen the prize yet. I'm going to have you hide behind this wall. So when this guy comes down, we can ambush him. That should be chill. With my 1 AP, I could shoot the pistol. I don't know if I want to. What's your initiative roll? 14? Hey, it's kind of free real estate. And yeah, we don't have silence pistols. I didn't switch them out. So our team is fully loud instead. Okay, we should be able to get you in. Yep, that should be fine. Alright. Well, let us begin the hack. Load the stuff. Decoy 3. Okay, interesting setup here. I'll dodge the SPUs until the way out. Let's see. So, do I care about alarms? No, not really, and absolutely not. Okay, so I don't care about this stuff unless I'm cleaning it out to see if there's downloads here. Which means I'm primarily just going to go this way towards the CPU. Cool. AP and connections. Okay, let's keep going. Damage to connection, AP, and... Alright, here's our first annoying one. Let's load Scapegoat in case we want it. Let's see what we have here. Any action. Yeah, this all sucks. 105 health is not too bad. I'm thinking No Op is likely to one-shot here. It does. Scapegoat blocked all the escalation, which I'm happy about. 50 AP left is still enough to walk with, so let's run up here. Yeah, Orange Pit Viper, not the end of the world. I'm willing to tank the AP still. We know this is CPU. I'm going to use Zero Interrupt as a makeshift scapegoat here to block escalations. So, Zero Interrupt into Null Up, and kind of thankful that I did because there's actually still one ice here. I'm just going to use attack on it. This allows me to use Null Up on something else. Such as this. Wow. I got sent all the way around the map. Alright, fine. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, scan, spike. Cool. That's fine. We'll come back down for the rest of it afterwards, but I wanted to spike this. And then I will take these sets of downloads. And that should all be reasonable. And then I'll go clean this out because, yeah, also I'm pretty prime. Actually, I can walk here because this passive is always block download, so I can just walk up here and it's not a problem. Download any, yeah, so I can basically use up my action points here. And then I can get rid of this, then I can load sleaze, then go here, and it should be fine. Okay. This is a rewind target. Unfortunately, I rolled higher than my Cyber Knight. First reinforcements are in. They're right behind me. Looks like we got at least one captain. Okay, an assault, a captain, and probably a regular guard. Oh, a fire comm. Okay, cool. So 3 upgraded guard types. Alright, you're going to investigate. You're not going to find my hacker because he counts as ducking. And he's behind some barrels, some boxes. You're going to run over. You shouldn't see me too easily until it's too late. Yeah, you overwatch what's expected. I knew that was coming. Okay. Yeah, attack won't kill. There's no point in going for attack. We'll disarm. Go here. Sleaze. 4 sets of downloads. Great. I'll load Deception now because I'm sure I'm going to need it. Actually, it's 5 per action, so let's go here. 3 per action is a bit nicer. Scan. Yep, 1 of everything. Kind of expected. Okay. Any action. Download access. Not going to load any programs. That's fine. Okay, so now the question is, do I want to lower the alarm level? I don't think I do. But I do want to see what's over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load nuke up. And, okay, cool. So it's not in the tooltip, but there is actual functionality. I get X80 IO, and I get a very small connection health penalty, which is not very big, which I'm, okay with. I'm going to load Trace Vector for the damage here as well, and I'm going to hope it's enough. It might not be. But I'm going to go ahead and try to nuke this stuff. Okay, there's nothing useful here. So, if nuke one-shots, and there's a chance that it does, right? I have, 20% from Trace Vector. I have 25% from Overclock. So, I do almost 90 minimum damage. Okay, well, I do about 100 per hit. Okay, well, if I roll in the top half every single time, I would clear these all out. But that's not really guaranteed. So, and there's no downloads here, so I'm just going to take... I'm going to lose a program. I'm going to have my Cyberdeck take some damage, and that's just going to have to be what it is. Okay. I lost my decoy. Sure. Let's check here. There is a download. Cool. This looks much more tame, actually. This is going to get one shot no matter what. This is... I mean, it might get one shot, and if it doesn't, it's going to take some deck shield out. We get moved. That's okay. The one program that lived has 1 HP. Okay. Well, sleaze, download, and yeah, we got to check for the theoretical other stuff, and we can disconnect safely. Yep, he needs to duck because otherwise he'd be in danger. I'll have to deal with you. That shouldn't be a big problem. Oh, I also have to make sure I can get away from those guys, so I can't do like large yields. Okay, I'm gonna have you wait for the CK to do some actions. Okay, let's marker sights you, so you can free up the Overwatch cone. I want to strike zone you guys, and I want to J-tack the good guys here. And yeah, you're still annoying, but I really want to kill you guys. And what I really want to do is get all 3 in a cone if possible. Now, of note, Recoup and Savagery are up, so if I crit, we are completely chillin'. This guy should have no easy way to kill me. So I think it's very, very likely. I think it's very likely that I crit here because of J-tack Strike Zone. And if I crit, I get action points back. And that should make it relatively solid for damage. Yep, there's the crit, there's the action points. So we go again. That gives me Savagery, which doesn't mean a ton. I think we just kill the Fire Comm. That one's guaranteed. Actually, with 100% crit chance, I'm pretty sure I kill no matter who I shoot at. Well, that's not true, because I might glance. Okay, because it's a decent chance for a glancing hit, around 40%. Yeah, see, I wouldn't have gotten the captain kill. So, it was correct for me to have played it that way. Let's go hide back behind cover so this guy can't kill me. Pretty solid turn. I'm not going to Overwatch. I don't think I need it. Tactical Surge. I'm going to move one step so I can catch my soldier in it. That should look pretty good. Great. Let's kill you because I can. See a nerd. That gets that actually gets everyone in what's it called? Steamroll. Let's get a range of this guy, which looks pretty easy actually. So can I get him any earlier? No. Okay, I'm gonna have to save rewind for another point in time then. I can't rewind my hacker right now. It's okay though. That's still decent damage. If I crit, I kill. I don't. That's fine. Alright, so the soldier's up. You're still alert, but you still have a turn, so I gotta kill you right now. You need to die. Nice, we killed you. Are we actually savagery again already? Wow, that's a short cooldown. Alright. Well, that is almost all the guards dead. You are alive, but my hacker can still take his turn. So, soldier will grab these two. Sniper will grab this one. Hacker will run up. Seeker grabs this box. When the hacker's done hacking, we'll be done. But yeah, all of the files are in the last 4. Okay, hacker should have no problem here. Let's just guarantee it. Great. Alright, well, we got all the kills we needed. Good news. You can go run for the host. Camera sees me is what it is. Ah, okay, I should report that. Camera rotates inside of the building, rendering it blind. Medium because it's actually gameplay impacting. I use low for like typos. Wait for the report dialog to show up. And there we go. All right. Okay, so you're done. Next turn, reinforcements, same spot. We'll just kill them again. They're already in strike zone. You love to see it. All right, they put in a sniper this time. Sure. Let's see. I want to run my hacker. Give him some move speed, is kind of nice. Should take the reload. I kind of want to follow him around so that I can make sure that he's kind of safe. That feels correct to me. You can't, unfortunately, quite go for this. I'm going to see if I can get my soldier to run over there and buff you. I also can run away from these guys. Okay, I'm going to have you just run here. And we're going to ignore those guards for a while. They can try to figure it out. Loot? Nope, it's in the last 3. Okay. There's the stabilizer. Okay, so I think it's possible I can buff the hacker. If I run as far as I possibly can. Wow, I still can't reach him. Ooh, just barely. That's worth it, actually. That's worth it to do it. Because I believe that's my hacker actually hack on this turn. I can still spend the 1 move point to grab the loot. So it's not like I'm even, you know, late on the box exactly. Stabilizer part 2. Some more intrinsics and stuff. And of course that very last box has the last little bit. Alright, I can make it with 1 AP left? Yes. Great. That's really good since Io is the primary blocker here. You'll see with 1 AP in meat space, I'm going to have like 60 AP in the Matrix, maybe 70. I have 90. And that's before loading overclock, which brings me to 106. Yeah, so I would normally have 10 AP if I had like 0 tech stat. Alright, well, we get to put spoof up. Load all the stuff. Spiking CPU is, I mean, it's on the way, so I might as well. Still an orange host, so we're going to care about tally first. Program loading is not skippable because we need deception again. That's annoying. It's not the worst escalation, though, honestly. Alright, yeah, so if I load Scapegoat, and then I connect, I am stuck on the CPU and I will instantly, not like die necessarily, but... Okay, here's the annoying... Actually, no, what I should do is just load programs here. Or like... I should load Scapegoat, and then just stop. The reason is, I am not guaranteed to one-shot this with null op. There was a world where I could have gone Trace Vector, but if like one of these was Passive Ice of +4 AP, I get stuck on the CPU, and you can't end your turn on an unspiked CPU, or you get dump shocked. And so I would need the AP. Like if I don't one shot with null op, I would then need to load attack or be able to disconnect. But if this is a +4 AP cost ice, I just get completely locked out. So that just wasn't really tenable. I will rewind a second time though. I'm not going to have null op or 0 up back, but I will at least have another null op charge for something like this. Like I won't get a free charge of 0 up because it's already capped. It's already back, but it's fine. Alright, well, you guys can try. You can see some corpses. I don't care if you do. The exit point's not far away. That's good news. Might even be a second one, I'm not sure. We'll find out shortly. Cool. You guys are still useless. I'll just skip all the text here at this point. Oh yeah, there's an exit right there, which is what I was hoping for. Okay, well I can't rewind because of the timing of everything. That's okay. I'm gonna load this because there's, you never know. Null op. I think we got everything. Yep, we got everything. Easy spike. Whatever, everything. Exit. Any action. Download. Okay. Save that for later. Great. Alright, I'm just going to null up this. I'm not even going to, or 0 interrupt, I'm not even going to read. Don't need to. One everything means I got to go on both of these. Let's start here. Load a program, download, exit. Okay. Health is okay on the connection for now. The only thing up is load a program. I can skip that. I'm not going to load any programs. Go here, load a program, download any action. Okay. 5 per, so we're going to get another escalation right here. Alright, that move's not the end of the world. Okay, cool. So we got our 3 sets of downloads. CPU spike just to make the escalations less annoying. Not a big deal. But we're happy with this one. Considering how far the Cyber Knight is from this, I'm going to have the hacker grab this. I think he's going to be okay. Stabilizer part 1. Alright, well, that's everything. Cool, let's have the entire team try to leave. Yeah, of course, they rolled higher, but we're pretty far away, so I'm not too worried about it. The Soldier's Path thing is going to have to be up this way, I think. Here, let's rewind you. It gives a little bit of move speed. Let's put you there. That seems fine. Cool. Don't need to coordinate a charge or anything, I don't think. Let's just run you towards exit. You should be able to make it next turn, at least with a coordinated charge you will. I don't care about tally because we have a counter intel. Yep, no big deals there. And you can make it, so let's just do it. Just make the easier evac. Out you go. And these guys are just all going to be useless, so we're chilling. Cool. Well, we completed a siege. We completed a CPU spike, both of which were part of the Daedalus block, and then ran a Proc-Gen for funsies at the end of it all. I will probably run the other missions off camera, just so that the next episode can be more Daedalus block content. It's basically just earning money and XP for very little reason, since we still are stronger than all the guards are. You're gonna make it no problem. Yep. Cool. Lots of loot. Feels good. Obviously, the 8 loot boxes were functionally mandatory, but the hosts were pretty valuable as well. Alright, so solid payday. 300k is not the most, but it wasn't too bad. XP is really good. The fact that it's, you know, because right now at this point in time, it's 500 XP per level, and it is for a very long time until like level 30 or something. And so basically every 2.5 missions leveling up is still a pretty decent rate, considering that at this point in time we're getting like 0.042 power level per mission, and so going to PL7 costs like actually almost 25 missions, which means if it costs 2.5 missions to level up, that means everyone's going to gain 10 levels during PL6, right? And so if everyone came into this at like level 18, they're going to come out at level 28, which is like relatively close to level cap. Level cap right now is 32. Obviously, we've, again, already outscaled all the guards. I've given copious feedback around scaling. We'll see if they ever want to change it. They had a really, really good step today in terms of adding upgraded enemies to the starting spawns. That's actually very, 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 very good. But I think, yeah, there's some power level to remove from players. You know, the best combat talents are a little bit too good. Still pretty solid loot. Stuff we can sell, stuff we can craft with. Good to see some of these positive intrinsics. No, like, mods, but it's fine. It is interesting. It does feel like, I don't know if it's based on factions or something, but it does feel like when you get one type of, like, blueprint, you get the same types. Like, oh, I got a bunch of intrinsics, right? All of my blueprints were intrinsic blueprints. And then I guess one of them was an item. So there was, you know, a little separation here, but it was mostly intrinsics and items, intrinsics and item. Whereas I feel like I tend to see, you know, chains like that where it's like, oh, I run a mission and I'm only seeing armor blueprints on this map, or almost only armor blueprints, or, oh, wow, I got 6 gun blueprints, which it seems to be how the game rolls stuff. I'm not going to complain. I think it's totally fine. Also, man, just so many accounts. That's going to be so much influence to somebody, which I'm fine with. Interesting to note. Not really a complaint, just a observation. Anyway, yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. We've got some positive legwork. We've got a siege. I know that the map that is added does not have siege as one of the map types, so we've got to wait until someone else offers something else. It's actually possible that the next Daedalus block mission will be on the new map type. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. I believe there's nothing else we have to really bring up here. There's nothing worth minting. There's no special blueprints to look at because none of them are weapons. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time for part 5 or 6, depending on how you view it, of Daedalus block. Bye-bye.